What is going on, guys? It is the SMT. Thanks for tuning in to watch this edition of the SMT YouTube channel. Today we have news coming out of two wireless providers, one being Verizon, the other being T-Mobile, and we'll get to them in that sequence actually, and it also includes Dish here. So what I'll do today is, as I address these news, I'll give you guys the facts, and then I'll go ahead and give you guys my spin, my analysis and takeaway, and then I'll ask for your guys to give me your comments, and then we can have that discussion in the comment section down below here in the video. Before I get going with today's topics, please do turn your attention to the description box where we have a bunch of different community links. Here with the YouTube channel, we have the SMT Patreon page, we have the second channel, Sneed Mobile Tech live streams, the Twitter handle at Sneed Tech, and then the Megadon.net invite code is also down there in the description box. The social media platform of the future. Never need another social media platform ever again. No algorithms, no ads, and no tracking. Megadon.net. Okay, so let's start first with the Verizon news. Now, we all are pretty aware of Verizon's spectrum concerns. We know that they're kind of being squeezed at this point. We know they're going to be going big with C-band. They're probably going to dominate that auction. But that's not going to stop them from trying to get spectrum in other ways. So Verizon has, I guess, and this news dates back, I believe, to March or April, but this is just a follow-up from that report. Verizon has wrapped up its deal with regional carrier Blue Wireless. I believe this news was originally slated from the April announcement. Anyways, Blue Wireless is located in Western New York. It's a carrier that provides very affordable wireless service to low-income customers. It's a small company. It's a company that has served a small amount of customers in the New York and Pennsylvania regions. I believe Jamestown, New York, and Erie, PA have been identified as locations where they served. Customers found out that they would be losing service from the provider by email, and customers would be losing service at some point in July. So that slates it for, I believe it was officially set at a 90-day warning. They have not been given any options in terms of what they would do moving forward. So it looks like Verizon will not be taking on those customers. Instead, those customers would have to find alternative options after being cut off in July. So Blue Wireless customers, as long as they have compatible devices, which I believe most of them do, they can actually go ahead and migrate over to Verizon. But of course, their bills are definitely going to go up. The CEO and president of Blue Wireless would not return any calls or emails, according to the story. And it looks like the plans that Blue Wireless was offering were at $20 a month per line for unlimited talk, text, and LTE data, which is amazing. And it did include unlimited hotspot. So it was a really, really good deal, offered great connectivity for people, primary connection. Even if they were to be on family plans, they're going to lose a lot of value because their bills are going to increase and they're going to lose their unlimited hotspot because Verizon doesn't offer such a thing. So unfortunate that this has happened, but this is an indication of what Verizon is doing to gain spectrum assets from this deal. They basically consumed a wireless provider that was serving some low-income consumers. So Verizon looks to be consuming this company in the efforts to gain mid-band spectrum. I'm not sure if the licenses include anything low band, but I do know that Blue Wireless operated from 2004 to 2020. They do have low and mid-band holdings. It looks like Verizon will not be acquiring any of the 600 or 700 megahertz from the parent company that has the spectrum holdings, but they will be acquiring the mid-band holdings. So this will give Verizon additional mid-band access in the regions where this Blue Wireless company operated. So, good for Verizon customers who will be in this area whenever they're accessing the connections there, but bad, obviously, because the low-income consumers that were relying this on primary coverage lose that service in July. And the last thing, and it's here on the screen share, last week I covered a story out of T-Mobile that they requested an extension from Dish to continue to use their 600 megahertz spectrum assets through June 30th. So they put in the formal request, and it looked like that was going to be a go. Anyways, Dish not so warm to this situation, not really wanting to do any type of extension as it's currently constructed. The FCC does support T-Mobile to, help keep customers connected during the pandemic issues. Dish is reluctant to continue to offer free connections. Namely, Dish has said that they want to do a commercial deal. and they do not want to do any type of free extension on any extended amount of time. So Dish said that they're also in the testing phase of their network access, citing this as one of the reasons why they do not want to continue to allow T-Mobile to access it free of charge. I kind of lean with Dish here, and I'm going to explain why. T-Mobile is pushing a marketing, they have a marketing push going on in which they're claiming that their low band and their 600 megahertz spectrum is, it's this amazing connection that's helping customers be connected. So they're using, part of what Dish is offering them as part of their commercial push. So that being said, I think, personally, this is my opinion, I think Dish has a right to want to do a commercial deal, some form of a spectrum lease, where if T-Mobile wants to continue to use that 600 megahertz that Dish holds, they should be paying for it, because Dish held up their end of the bargain. They allowed them to use it for free through the FCC's programs. Well, now I think it's gotten to the point where if you're going to continue to milk that cow, you should be having to pay for it. And it helps Dish because it generates income for them, and it helps T-Mobile because it gives them additional access for their customers to benefit. I think T-Mobile should pay. I think it's fine. I think it's a symbiotic relationship that helps both. Customers are going to be taking advantage of it. They're paying for it in their service. I think T-Mobile needs to bite the bullet, make that commercial deal. I think it's only fair. Otherwise, as is, if T-Mobile was to say, well, we're not going to do a commercial deal, we want it for free or nothing, I think they look cheap, I think they look frugal, and I think they look unprofessional. And moving forward with the two companies, they're going to have business relations moving forward. That's not going to stop. And I just think it's something that they both need to look into. I think it's something that they need to come to an agreement on. Dish needs to generate money. They're going to give them the access. I think T-Mobile should be willing to comply to kind of that request. For now, I do believe that Dish did agree to continue to let T-Mobile access it for free, but it's more of a day-to-day and not, a long extended duration of free access. So I'll track this. I'll see how this goes. I'll see how it plays out. I would love to report in the near future a commercial deal between the two companies. So keep it locked and keep it tuned here to the SMT YouTube channel as I follow that story closely. Anyways, let me know what you guys think of this situation with Dish and T-Mobile with the Spectrum lease potential. What's going on with the free access? Love to hear your thoughts and opinions, so drop me a line in the comment section below. The voice of the people, the SMT Nation. Let your voice be heard. Anyways, if you enjoyed this video and found it informative and you appreciate your daily uploads from the SMT YouTube channel, hit that like button and share this to your favorite social media platforms to help the channel out tremendously. Thank you so much for that. Also, if you're new, first time here, consider subscribing and make sure you activate that bell notification icon so you never miss an upload from the SMT. And I think what we'll do now is let's go ahead and hashtag 600 megahertz because that's what T-Mobile wants to continue to use from Dish. Hashtag 600 megahertz. That's pretty much it for this one. Check out some of these other videos that I hand selected for you guys. Appreciate that. That's pretty much it. Make sure that you guys keep it tuned to the SMT. More news coming on the daily. So thank you again for watching. I am the SMT, and I'll catch you guys on the next video. Peace.